Great shapes, and welcome to another expedition of the Anime Encyclopedia. I made it to the end of that track. Alright, cool. Beams of light! My eyes! Oh, Uga, fuck. Come on. Same fucking one. Ah. You good? Yes, you're okay. You're not okay. God damn it. I didn't expect this to be a problem when it's... I was like sitting here finishing an episode of Hokuto no Ken 2, and then I'm struck by blind light. Hello, Krabs. Hello, Veal. Hello, Hayden. Hello, Glomo. Greg. Yay, early. Did they talk about X-Train? Yeah, in T, take the X-Train. Yeah, they mentioned it. There we go. Now that sounds better. Oh. I finished all Cutie Honey, excepting for Universe. Fair! I don't hear the greatest things about Universe, so that's probably okay. You're probably, alright. You know, no knock on things, something I haven't seen. I've just heard no positive things about it, so... You know. Oh, Twitter! Or something. Right here. Just moving some stuff in place. I should have this better prepared next time, but you know how it be. Oh, yeah. All right. Here we are, fellas. Last two streams of reading the Anime Encyclopedia. Ideally, we're gonna finish it. Friday, October 6th. We are on track. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. This is the second to last stream of this series, of course. But I was thinking how after this, I still obviously have a long time to write the script and record it and edit it, the final video, which I'm targeting for a November release, sometime November. And during that time, I still want to stream, and I'm thinking I stream... It would be way more casual. It's not really taking any big notes or copious anything. But I would want to allot that time to be able to... I'll probably only do maybe once a week. I don't know. Maybe once or... Yeah, probably just once a week. I'd say like Friday or something. Stupid light in my face. There we go. That's better. Yeah. But I'm just a little further away from the... So I'll just have to project. I have to do... I'm thinking of reading anime history on stream. It wouldn't be me reading it out loud, almost any of it. Maybe there's something that sticks out to me, but like it wouldn't be taking the kind of notes like this or anything. But it would just be in order for me to say that I have been reading their other work and stuff, and I'm supporting their other work and stuff. I'm not just some hater that's pirating all their shit or whatever. I don't know. Just to, again, it's to do that work to demonstrate a modicum of respect. Because I was talking with Kai this morning about negatively skewed work. Because I put out a digest that'll go public this evening, probably. That's like, I did basically 3 not goods. It's 2 not goods and a decent with an asterisk, where it's like, ultimately I like the video for the sentiment and the level of effort that went into it, but I have way too many problems with it to not just give it a flat decent or best or something. So that was, so, you know, and I think that the conclusion with all 3 of those is just that, again, that reinforcing that I really don't like negatively skewed analysis, like critical whatever, and that's just my personal preference, really. But it's like, obviously sometimes it's necessary, and I'm literally going to be making that for this video, so I was just trying to like nail down what exactly makes it work for me. And I do think it's demonstrating respect for the creators or the work, like giving it its due diligence, watching the whole thing, reading the whole thing, and not being a dick. Don't be a dick. Just calling it ass or trash. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, 2 fingers. Okay, yeah, just not calling it ass or trash or like some just nickname, like name calling and taking cheap shots and shit like that. Like, just being overly mean towards it. And ultimately, like, what is your reason for doing this, right? I don't want to come off as a hater. I don't want to be like, this is a waste of my time and I need to make you suffer for it too. You know? I want this to be constructive, not for like, for the next edition you should do this. I don't care if they make another edition. I want it to be constructive, not necessarily for them. I don't even know if they'd ever watch it. I want it to be constructive for us, the people watching, being like, hey, if you're going to talk about something, actually watch it or watch the whole thing, you know? Or get an understanding, like just the things that we find problems in the book. I don't want to see reflected in our community writ large, whether that's through YouTube, through blogs, through tweets, anything. You know, that's sort of why. That's what all this is for, in my perspective. I like Dr. Rin. Yeah. See, I wasn't sure. I had never heard of the manga. So in Digest, there's this manga that one of the videos talks about called Ask Dr. Rin. It's a shoujo, like a kids shoujo series. And all he says is ass, trash, garbo, garbosh. Like, child, mediocre. Yeah, he was really, really mean to it. And doesn't even describe what it's about. Doesn't really give any particular reason why he felt that way. It was pretty bad. What did they say about Kami-sama Kiss again? I don't know. Let's see. Kami-sama Kiss. I just put in Kami-sama Kiss and there's no results. I don't think they talked about it. I don't think there's an entry for it. Let me see. Kami-sama Kiss? Oh, okay. Hajime. Right, gotcha. Kami-sama Hajime. No results. Or maybe Hajime Mashita? No results. Nanami Momozono? No results. Familiar named Tomoe. I'll control F Tomoe. There are 25 results, but obviously it's a lot of scripting and not really kind of come up with... Yeah. I don't think they have an article on it. Ripperoonie. I have a dentist appointment on Friday. Hopefully I can still make it. Yeah. Dang, I'll have to come back later watching Moon with someone. Alright. Have fun with that. It would be cool to include some of anime history in the encyclopedia to prove these guys put out good shit. Well, yeah. It's more of like, I don't want to dwell too much on that. But I do want to say that, like, I might say it throughout, because there's good points in the encyclopedia, like good writing, good entries and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, they know what they're talking about generally, but it really is just the sheer volume of material that they're working with. I don't know the precise way they went about this, but if they really wrote all of this, like, from scratch, which I don't believe, because of what we saw with Leda, the Leda article, where they kind of paraphrase another person's review of it. I don't know. Can we call it properly critical if it's lacking self-awareness? I like to remove their own evaluations, though communal opinions do have material effects on success and failure. At least have a basic understanding of media comprehension. At least he liked with the light. Mm-hmm. Wow, it's the Kamen Rider Gotchard treatment. I'm excited for the discotheque stream on the 16th. Yeah, yeah. I'm making something for it. Kiss was a 2012 show, actually. Kami-sama Kiss was 2012. Yeah, it's not in here. At least that I can tell from Control Fing. Spoil it. Spoil us? No. No, I'm not spoiling you. It's a title. It's a license announcement, and it's a pretty... in my opinion, it's a big deal. A lot of things are going to be a significant omission because they haven't really omitted anything. I am not... Again, one of the rules I set for myself was I'm not going to just scrutinize what's not in the book. The problem when you try to cover literally everything is you get tired after a while and ruthlessly shit on stuff to make fun of yourself, make some fun for yourself. Yeah, then you can tell that's literally what happened to Bon. And he only had to read 100 manga from 1 year. And he got that way. He had the exact same conclusions where it's like, oh my god, it's all vapid fan service! Ah! Like, so cringe, dude. And then, yeah, he was like, you know how many of those I liked? 15 at most! Like, yeah. I can imagine. Honestly, though, I was surprised there's only 100 manga that had their first chapter in the year 2000. I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess maybe that's fair, because there's still a lot of concurrence. I don't know. These guys are obviously very smart, but I can't blame them for the treatment of some of these shows, even if it's in the bad faith or unfair. It's just the nature of projects like these. Yes. But you see, it's because of the way they went about it and made these creative choices of, I'm going to give my opinion about these titles. That's when you run into trouble. I think if they didn't have their opinion about these things, I wouldn't have blinked twice at anything in this book. And maybe that's for the best, if like, they wanted to make it interesting and worth reading or something. I still think it would have been worth reading without those opinions. Because, like, I have that giant list of titles that I wouldn't have otherwise checked out, but I am now because of me reading it from their book. They could at least try to have a good policy. It's so interesting to me as well, because I've been working on a similar project where I cover every single game from an anime franchise, and I got a ton to go through. Yeah. So you really have to pace yourself or put yourself in a position where you're going to give every single entry of that the treatment that it does, like, at least respect. You know? A lot of them have already played them and beat multiple times to develop as in-depth opinion as I can. Never once do I think I ran into that issue of just wanting to shit on something. Yeah, but you might. And that's a natural thing to happen, where it's like, or I have nothing to say about this one. You can still be kind to it. You know? Even the art that, like, the thing is, right, also, it's like, ultimately, we choose what we decide to talk about. If there's media that, like, is morally repugnant to you, you shouldn't be talking about it then. You shouldn't even... it shouldn't be in your mind. You shouldn't give it a platform by talking about it. If you really think it's, like, truly repugnant, like, nobody should watch this sort of thing, don't make a PSA telling people about it. You know? Yeah, I'm not trying to be like let people enjoy things or something, but like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't see the utility a lot of the time. It has to be with a particular reason that you're talking about it, and not like nobody should watch this or something. I think you at least have some sense of dignity for the media. You just keep the opinions separate from the other parts of the summary. Most of these games are pretty simple and vapid, but the fun of the challenge is to try and squeeze as much nuance out of myself as possible, even if the game is literally nothing or just bad. Yeah, without fudging it, without making stuff up, without tricking yourself into thinking it's what it isn't. You still want to be authentic, of course, because if you're not authentic, then the audience has no reason to trust you for the rest of the thing. You know? Again, that's my perspective. I don't know. I don't quite believe that, but it's only functional in a form or small community. Yeah, obviously, it's all dependent on the environment that you're in. I think this ultimately, to me, it's like, well, how much are you spending your time? What are you spending your time on? Not that I need to police that or anything. Okay. X-Men. Senhyu Kyuju X-Men. Sekai wa Yu no Hono ni Sasarita. Alright, from 2011. X-Men. There's only 12 entries in X. Oh, one more thing. Before we started, I did do some cleanup housekeeping for the previous entries. I did short and long for UVW. And what was funny, the World Masterpiece Theater entry was 39 lines. And the Vanilla Series entry was like 130. So, like, by sheer real estate, just purely by, like, the time they took to describe it, the Vanilla Series carried more importance than World Masterpiece Theater. And of course, every of their entries has their own entry. I think that was probably the case for for pretty much all of the World Masterpiece Theater entries. But then Vanilla Series, it's like 32 out of maybe 40 or 50 of the titles that they talk about have their own entries already. The same deal, I don't know. I just the priorities demonstrated by the short and long parts is fascinating. Okay, so they're pretty mixed on X-Men. mixed on that. I don't know if length equals importance necessarily, but it is funny. Right. That's all it is. It's obviously a nuanced thing, but it's just the quantitative. They literally spent more time writing about the vanilla series than World Masterpiece Theater. They just did. Extreme Team from 1998. It is at the back, at the end. They moved Extreme Team to kind of moved Extreme Team from end of X to towards start of X. More effort for ink and for sure sans consciousness, but there are still a bizarre amount of mismatch and explanation on really major pieces versus porn. As long as they said everything they wanted to say about all the titles, I think that's good enough. But that's the thing, though. I don't think they did. They know there's limitations in this publication. They're writing it so that's like, what is a good balance? What is a judge? I'm making a judgment of balancing how much I want to write versus how much I should write. Versus, you know, like judging, okay, I can't spend this long on this art because then it's not enough room for this over here. I'll have to cut this down over here, etc. Take some lines out. You know, they're pretty passionate people. You know, both John and Helen have written entire books. They probably could have gone on, but they are thinking conscious for like, they're making these judgment calls. So they made the judgment call here to give all the, like, we simply must have all of this detail about Vanilla series and not nearly as much for World Masterpiece Theater. That's the thing. So yeah, I don't think they necessarily did that. They made these economic choices and they cut it in such a way. We derive our translated title here from that used in broadcasts in the Philippines. They definitely added something, I think. That exact sentence, actually. Yeah. Did they go into the history of Vanilla, or did they just recap the entries? They pretty much only recap the entries. I can read the whole thing again. Like I'll show you, and you can pause if you want. And I'll contrast it with I'll show you World Masterpiece Theater as well. It's mentioned 82 times in this book. Okay, so here's their vanilla series entry, and you can pause however. Oh, there we go. Hold on. Boop. 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 And then here's World Masterpiece Theater. Only mentioned 42 times. Makes sense because there's literally more entries of vanilla series than World Masterpiece Theater, but here's their entry. I think it's suitable. I think the World Masterpiece Theater entry is good. I'm saying the vanilla, I'm kind of more commenting on how long the vanilla series entry is. It's ridiculous. Well, the writers of this book definitely equate length with importance. Yeah, that's a good argument there, Greg. That's a very good point to make. Just use the Boku no Pico length as the standard. I know. Which is about... I forget what the length was. It's just shy of 40, though. I think it was like 38. So I am basically using it as the metric, yeah. And that was not by design. Oh, okay, no. No, Boku no Pico is 25 lines. So, counting the number of entries that are above 25 and below, that are above 25, it would have exploded the length, the number of long titles, like, by a lot, I think. I don't think that would have been a good choice. But it is a good metric to be like, there are certain, you could pull up popular titles and see if any of them are below 25 lines. Like Mushishi is definitely below 25. Memories is 39 actually. Haruhi Suzumiya is barely longer. Kill la Kill is 18. Fruits Basket is 10. Etc. Yeah, let me know. Like I said with I do think World Masterpiece is better. Is a decent entry. It's just weird how vanilla series is so long. In which font size? Those smallest font size and on the biggest screen. It's all the same standard. Anyway, Extreme Team. Alright. X the movie. 1996. It seemed like spoilers. mixed about X, the movie. Look and mood are there. Just don't expect it to make much sense in terms of plot. Of course. Added 2001 TV series. Revisits the story of the movie, but with greater opportunities for character development. Ritaro and Clamp, yeah! And then Yoshiaki Kawajiri does the TV series. Pretty crazy. I definitely want to check it out sometime. Saboonguru. Saboonguru. Iron Gear Toe. It's just Iron Gear, but alright. Oh, okay. Iron Gear to learn the truth. Gotcha. They missed a space. A deliberate attempt to break the serious mold of sunrise robot shows by Tomino, the man whose name remains synonymous with Gundam. It also predates Patlabor in its depiction of robots as everyday working tools. But you know what else predates Patlabor? Freaking Dugram. Or I guess maybe not. If Dugram is like, if the robots are deliberately military, I suppose. That was a good article. I thought that was good. None of their opinion. Nothing too weird. Accurate. Yeah. Hi, Oscar. Hope you're doing well. Oh, I didn't check the first edition. Yeah, no change. Damn! Damn lost memories. Oof. Oh. They really got my hopes up and then, ugh. This hugely inventive series is full of character threads that lead nowhere, with more plot holes and loose ends than a bad piece of knitting. But it's also one of the most joyous, energetic, and enjoyable anime of its year. Why do you have to be so binary, man? Series that's far from flawless, but almost better than flawless. Clever, humane, and packed with character and invention. Cool. I'll give it a positive. Far from flawless, but almost better than flawless. One of the most joyous, energetic, and enjoyable anime of its year. I don't mind the vanilla article at all. I like the lightning round pace of it, and that they had some interesting references, like one of the title being a spoof of a monkey song. That's fine. It could easily just be my bias for hentai. But you know what read to me as is that, like, Vanilla series sounds like a company. It sounded like a studio, and they were just listing every one of the studio's works. It's like, why are you doing this for Vanilla series and not for something like Madhouse or Sunrise or something? You know? It just feels very out of place to me. The life is short, too short ending is kind of cringe, and it's weird how they say POV came from live action porn when it's just a perspective thing, which is inherently cinematic. Non-porn anime has incorporated POV as well. Mm-hmm. And it is just like my fatigue with them just listing out a bunch of stuff and describing everything. The way they do that for the Urusei Yatsura entry, where they describe every episode of the 11 or 12 episode OVA. I really didn't understand why they had to do that. You know, that was strange to me. Like, where's the line? Why are you not gonna do that for other series like this that have multiple OVAs? Xanadu Legend of Dragon Slayer. Evil Magician. Yeah. Zebek. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is a The company takes its name from a three-masted Mediterranean pirate ship. Zebek. This is a One Piece thing. Roxy Zebek. And Blackbeard's relation to Rox. Reheads. Oh dear. Something about that, huh? I don't know how they can say that POV came from live action porn when there's a Bogart film with the first half is all POV. Because I do appreciate how they sometimes do try to talk about porn seriously, whereas most anime just treat it as fans just treat it as a meme. I get that. I agree with that. Like, I do think it should be treated with respect, and they're doing a better job than most people, for sure. I just don't think this was the right way to go about that. Quantity doesn't mean quality. You don't just list a bunch of them and say one vapid thing of like what the plot is or something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I would like to, hear about the origins of these things. Where do they come up with these ideas? How do they go about making them? And what's like the timetable of how long does it take to make these sorts of things? I don't know. Like, additive stuff. I don't find the things that they said about these OV additive. Just what they're about, I don't really want to know, to be fair. What I would be interested in maybe is just like the seriousness that they take this sort of stuff. Their philosophies. How do they come up with these just metatextual things that don't have much to do with like the story, going year by year was just so tedious. I really couldn't agree with you. And yeah, try is one word. They try to take it seriously. But you see how, like, even they, like, going title after title, they just go, porn, based on a porn game. Porn, if you couldn't guess. You know? Xeno Saga. The animation. 2005. Xenos Portable. That's Dark Passage, right? Not much to that one. 2011. Looks classy and well animated, but it may turn out to be just a very fancy commercial for a new phone service. I think they deadass put a commercial on here. It's a movie. It's classified as a movie. Got a whole cast list though. Got a whole not cast list, but it's got voice actors. It's got a lot of animators. Yeah, that's interesting. Express Train. They sound kind of dismissive even when it's based on like a visual novel, not even porn. Yeah. I mean, they've explicitly said in their Steins Gate article, like, that's so weird. A visual novel that's actually good? Huh. I watched a clip in Film Pass last week. It is. It's got some fun cheese, too. I do think it falls off out of the POV chef and things are kind of convoluted. Hello, Bob. Short anime screened in theaters with the stereoscopic 3D conversion of Ghost in the Shell standalone conflict set. Yeah. Born. Went back and watched X Century. Nana Seokawa talked about how she thinks newcomers might enjoy the X movie because they aren't familiar with the story and can just enjoy it. So I wouldn't say the criticism of the story not making any sense is unjustified. I'm not saying whether it's unjustified or not. All I wrote down is that it was mixed. It's mixed. I didn't think it was unjustified. They're mixed on the movie X 1999. They say the look and mood are there, just don't expect it to make much sense in terms of plot. And I think that was, kind considering what they've said in the past about like things that look pretty and then don't have the sense to back it up or whatever. And also, I've heard that about X the movie, that it's Rintaro just kind of like, well, we shouldn't even bother trying to make a coherent story out of this, so let's just wing it. Not wing it, but let's just send it. Make a cool movie. Not sure if they mention it, but Nanase Okawa saw Harmageddon and entrusted Rintaro with the movie. They since had a good relationship. That's great. Yeah, I mean, sick. They definitely didn't mention it. No. In one of anime's many counterintuitive readings, the XXX in the title is silent. Pollock. We're done with X, just like that. And you know what? Let's celebrate by reading voice acting. Yeah, I don't think you said anything about it, but I wanted to throw that out there anyway for context. Yeah. X is a series too. Yeah, they say it gives more character depth, kind of the extent of it, but there wasn't really an opinion. Voice acting! And I'm definitely gonna re-go over all of these thematic entries, and I created a new section on the main document that's just thematic entry odd, and just give all the notes for that, because I didn't take any, and I feel like that I feel very lacking in being able to recall and talk about stuff. So kind of have to go back through it. Speaking of Rintaro, I just saw a video with him, Tazaki, Tomino, and Takahashi. Yeah, the Mushi reunion. I think Tomino was yeah, Tomino, yep. Him, Tazaki, Tomino, Takahashi, and Gisabu Usugi I think was in that too. I could be wrong. It could have been another guy. It was really funny seeing Rintaro scolding Tomino and Takahashi like they were. Yeah, yeah. I had that video for years. Like that was an extra on the Hakige Densetsu Blu-ray. And then I got it translated and never released it. I never thought to, I just didn't. It wasn't a time to, yeah, I just dropped the ball on that. But I'm happy it's out now. It's out there now. Alright, voice acting in the earliest of the early anime was not part of the finished work, since Japanese animation was in existence for at least a decade before the introduction of audio. Instead, anime would be screened to a musical accompaniment, although many would also employ a live benshi or narrator to fill in dialogue and story elements in the style of similar performances in the Japanese puppet theater or magic lantern shows. As in the world of live-action film, there was never any such thing as a silent movie. Voice work in early anime was often of secondary concern, with actors pulled in from available staff. When casting the two combatants in Benkei vs. Ushiwaka, animator Kenzo Masaoka chose Mrs. Masaoka to play the diminutive hero, and himself as the hulking brute Benkei. Dialogue from several American films was stolen to add exotic foreign language scenes to wartime anime, including snatches from Popeye's enemy Bluto, who appears as an allied soldier in Momotaro's Sea Eagles. Sometimes the effect can be unintentionally surreal. In the middle of the battle sequences of Momotaro's Divine Sea Warriors, an American voice can be heard hailing a taxi. The first genuine English language voice actor in anime appears in the closing moments of the same film as the tremulous and cowardly British soldier who attempts to renegotiate the terms of his surrender. The uncredited actor is clearly a native speaker, but with a strange delivery that seems either to be a calculated attempt to make his dialogue unusable, or perhaps more chillingly, the sign of a man in genuine fear for his life. In the 1950s, as Toei and Mushi began to make animated features in the imitation of Disney, famous Japanese personalities were often chosen to appear in anime, although not always on account of their acting skills. Tezuka's 1001 Nights and Cleopatra Queen of Sex bizarrely include vocal performances from a number of famous Japanese authors, including Shusaku Endo, Yasutaka Tsusui, and Sakyo Komatsu. That is creepy. The rise of television saw an exponential rise in the number of vocal performers in Japan, creating an entire voice acting industry in order to dub foreign television productions into Japanese. Anime voice acting often exploited this fact, with casting decisions whose relevance is all but lost on a non-Japanese audience, hiring the Japanese voices of famous American screen stars to portray anime characters with similar profiles. Yasuo Yamada, who was until his death the voice of Lupin III, was also renowned for playing Clint Eastwood, while Lupin's psychic Jigen was played by Kiyoshi Kobayashi, I thought. That's not Komori, but whatever. The Japanese voice of Lee Marvin. Similar casting coincidences continued to the present day, with numerous big-name anime voice actors also playing big names from Hollywood, although it is less common for a Hollywood star to have one single Japanese actor play all their roles. The popular anime voice actors of today include Akio Otsuka, and I'm just going to give a list of voice actors, I guess. This will be interesting. Let's take a list of, just for funsies. For funsies. The seiyus they name drop. Going back to the beginning a little bit. Benkei versus Ushiwaka. BAs. Momotaro Sea Warriors. US native. Senya each and Cleopatra Japanese authors. Yasuo Yamada Kiyoshi Komori. Lupin. Matching US counterparts. Then we have Akio Otsuka, best known as Bato in Ghost in the Shell, who is also the voice of Jonathan Frakes, Commander William Riker in Star Trek The Next Generation. Bato Frakes in Star Trek and TNG. Yasunori Matsumoto played both Vidan in Beast Warriors and Brad Pitt in Seven. Vidan in Beast Warriors. Brad Pitt in Seven. Kappei Yamaguchi is the voice of Inuyasha and Bugs Bunny. This is not really what I want you to focus on. I know this might be interesting on the surface, but, like, can you get to actually, like... And the versatile Koichi Yamadera. Yeah, Koichi Yamadera. Spike Spiegel. But also Jim Carrey. Eddie Murphy. Robin Williams and Tom Hanks. Many famous voice actors end up typecast, consistently given the same kind of role, but be it as a juvenile lead, a maverick rebel, or a slow lunk. This can limit the audience's perception of their abilities, but can also prove to be beneficial on fast schedules. An actor who has played 3 hot-headed heroes in the past week probably knows what he's doing when given a 4th. Sometimes anime can exploit these associations in reverse. Evangelion famously cast several prominent voice actors against type in a decision that generated superb performances. Evangelion, no examples. I'll just playing against type, but no examples. Because we definitely could have mentioned, I forget, I don't know her name, but the voice actress for Sailor Moon playing Misato. Incredible. I don't know what Megumi Obata had done prior to Eva that makes them played against type. I'm not familiar. I don't know. I heard see that voice actor was from the British Embassy. Oh yeah, the Star Trek NGG Japanese dub is so weird. Also pretty good. Not really weird, just not used to hearing it. Yeah, for Daisuke it was Kiyoshi Kobayashi. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Anime voice actors are also liable to enjoy spin-off careers in radio and music, and many have their own radio shows or albums. Modern anime exploits this by using voice actors in radio dramas or games as an experiment to test the market for later anime versions. Voice acting in Japan is usually recorded a substantial way into the production process, often while the actors watch the animatics, in Japanese, the Leica reel. A precisely timed video of storyboards that allows them a sense of how the finished product will look. Types of voice acting, however, fall into 4 distinct categories. Aforeko, after recording. After animation has been made, atereko, substitution recording, to replace a foreign dialogue track in dubbing. The rare pre-reco, in the Disney model, recording the voice track before the animation is made. And the rarest, mite-reco, observation recording, in which the actors are filmed in order to allow animators to imitate their expressions. I wish they gave examples of which ones were from... If they have examples of anime that were Afureko, Atereko, Pre-Reco, and Mite-Reco. I wish they had examples of those. That's really interesting. Many voice recording facilities in Japan run around the clock in order to get the best returns from their investment in expensive machinery. This, along with union rules, has made child actors rare in anime voice work. They tend only to appear in movie productions, which require less studio time than a long-running series, and can also afford the higher prices of daytime booking. In the cheaper, longer-running worlds of video and TV, child parts are often played by adult women, most notably Masako Nozawa. Who is the Japanese voice actor of both the pig Babe and Dragon Ball Z's Goku. The pig and Goku. And Megumi Ogata, who has voiced male anime protagonists from Evangelion to Yu-Gi-Oh! Except... Well, wait a minute. Their point about, like, child parts are because, you know, children can't be castrated or whatever, they usually are played by adult women. And their example is Megumi Ogata? because then you would be like, oh, they're able to have like higher pitched voices. And Megumi Ogata very deliberately has a lower register. Right? Like, they're able to play like pretty like adult male roles. Not even like against, you know, age or whatever. That's weird. I feel like there's countless other examples you could have given, but I don't know why they chose Megumi Ogata. Most Japanese voice actors are professionally trained as such, and hence know how to monitor and preserve the talent that earns their living. In one notable case, Akira Kamiya, the voice of Ken in Fist of the North Star, decided upon his trademark high-pitched attacks because his falsetto yells would be easier to repeat and maintain over a long series than gruff growls. Such considerations can often elude less experienced actors abroad, some of whom have temporarily damaged their vocal cords, lost their voices, or been forced to drop out of long-running productions. The concept of a voice acting fandom first arrived in Japan in the early 80s, with newly founded magazines such as New Type and Animage in search of fresh subjects for articles, and the rise in voice acting spin-offs occasioned by Mari Ijima's role as the singer Lin Minmay. Mari Ijima Minmay. As in the Toei Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah. I'm just familiar with Ogata's other roles, like, their character in Full Moon. They play very deep, you know, they play very deep, like, Bokuran, you know, very, very sultry voice. For the video-based anime industry with a primarily male fan base, a heavy concentration on voice actresses was inevitable, with some of the most popular stars including Megumi Hayashibara, and the roles that they mention, the female Ranma, but also Audrey Tato and Amelie. Why do they keep doing this? It is not as interesting as they're making it seem. Kotono Mitsuishi, the lead in Sailor Moon. Yeah. Couldn't you say Usagi? But whatever. Mitsuishi. But also sometimes heard as Cameron Diaz and Natalie Portman. And Chisa Yokoyama. Pretty Sammy and Tenchi Muyo. But also Winona Ryder and Alicia Silverstone. Anime voice actors are also popular choices as columnists in magazines, and not merely those associated directly with the anime world. Fumi Hirano, who was once the voice of Lum in Urusei, still writes a column on the world of fish for Big Comic. This is not quite as bizarre as it may first seem, since she left the acting business to marry a wealthy fish market entrepreneur, although, on second thought, it is still pretty weird. The hell? I never once thought that was weird! And, like, you might think that was weird. Yeah, it was pretty weird. I actually don't have it explicitly. Funny enough, X had nothing odd about it, really, to me. Thematic odd. Voice acting. This is not quite as bizarre as it may first seem. Although, on second thought, it is still pretty weird. Why did you say it? Ah, so strange. That's weird to me. Voice acting in the Western world has developed similar personality cults, beginning with the realization that many American voice actors were often locally available, easy to, on the eye, and good with crowds. All excellent reasons to invite them to conventions. Many American voice actors have become fixtures on the convention circuit, including stars from anime of yesteryear, such as, now we're going to talk about dub actors, I guess. All right. Such as Corrine or Speed Racer and Amy Howard Wilson, Star Blazers. X seems like it describes finale. Yeah, it's totally what happens right at the end of the movie. Ah! Yeah, not surprised. Voice actors' attendance at conventions has grown exponentially during the 1990s and beyond, particularly since Japanese guests can be expensive to invite and usually do not speak English. It is not uncommon for, but I'm still happy when they invite seiyus. I got a fucking autograph from Toshio Furukawa, literally like my favorite voice actor. Voices Ataru, Poplon, Ace. I forget his name in Pat Labor, but he's like one of the main characters in Pat Labor. He's in Fist of the North Star as Shin. Yeah, I just like his stuff a lot. He's in Akuma-kun, upcoming, and he also played Nezumi he played Nezumi Otoko recently in the 2018 version. I actually don't know if any of the vintage anime dub actors, so this is interesting to me. Yeah, that's fair. It is not uncommon for American anime conventions to have many more American voice actors than Japanese guests. Like, yeah, of course. Whereas video anime tend to use relative unknowns, often rendered all the more unknowable by the use of pseudonyms to preserve their union status, anime movie releases in America regularly use stunt casting, the use of actors famous elsewhere. Incidences date back to the use of Frankie Avalon in Alakazam the Great. The Avalon Alakazam the Great. And have included cameo anime performances from Orson Welles and Leonard Nimoy. Transformers movie. I love Toshi Furukawa. Yeah. This has even happened in Japan, where the producers of the Armitage III movie, Polymatrix, decided to make it extra exotic by hiring foreign actors and releasing the movie in English in Japan, with the voices of Kiefer Sutherland and Elizabeth Berkley. American stunt casting roles have become even more noticeable in recent years with the release of Studio Ghibli films in America, utilizing such talents as Lauren Bacall and Gene Simmons Howells, or Kirsten Dunst and Debbie Reynolds in Kiki's. Similar casting decisions have been made with regard to the voices of in some modern porn anime, in which erotic stars such as Asia Carrera, Kobe Tai, Alexa Ray have been used to dub anime in the presumed hope that fans of their live-action work will also pick up their porn voiceovers for the sake of completeness. They don't say which porn. This was also tried with some erotic anime in Japanese, such as the casting of adult video stars in the original Japanese language track of Adventure Kid. Players of the actor game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon will be disappointed to hear that although he voiced the eponymous Balto, he has not appeared in an anime. However, he did co-star with Kiefer Sutherland in Flatliners, which should help anyone playing a version that links to the anime world. Huh? What is that ending? That was so weird. Players of the actor game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon will be disappointed to hear that although he voiced Balto, he has never appeared in anime. However, he did co-star with Kiefer Sutherland in Flatliners, which should help. Like, huh? Okay, I'm back. Did I miss a freak moment? No, we just read their voice acting entry. It was fine. Now they're coy on porn trivia references. Yeah. Alright. Why? We are here for why? Why are we here? Just to suffer? To Yona Yona Penguin. That is what we're reading to in the why section. The first is Himio Yabuki. What the hell? What's that got to do with anything? I don't know. The last one. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I'm taking a little Twitter break. Oh boy. Sorry, I'm just escaping. Also, I'm fairly ahead, so I don't know. I feel pretty good with progress right now. Hmm. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Sorry, I was distracted. Yeah, you've been flying through today. It feels like I'm on my game. This is how it should be. Now, no slog for me. Let's go. We're no playing around. Before, let me get a bar. These bars? No, I'm actually gonna just have some goldfish and read this article instead. Let's go. These bars. All right. That's from "Lift Yourself" by Kanye West. Okay. Okay. Producer. Taiji Yabushita. Major Toei player in the 60s. Like their chief of the content division or something. Yadamo, 1992. They do say it. For the linguistically curious, Yadamon is a cute way for little girls to say no, which might be useful for the heroine of Yoiko. Oof. Is that porn? Let's find out if that's porn. Hold on. I'm not even going to read their article, actually. I just have to... Seinen. No, it does have ecchi at the end. It's a comedy slice of life ecchi. Yeah. And this actually seems really cute. Look at that. That looks really nice, actually. I just thought it would have been funny because Yadamon is clearly a like a children's series, and it's created by Group Tac. Interesting. All right. Yoiko is not porn. Oh yeah, what the fuck? Such a weird premise. Trust me, read the synopsis. Yeah, it's got a banger poster. Okay, I'll get to Yoiko soon in this, because it's in the block that we're reading. So I'll read it after. All right, so yeah, that's fine. Hajime Yadate. All right. Obviously, Sunrise's pen name. Family Troubles. I didn't even read Yadamon's first edition, I'm sorry. Russian. Yep, no change. Alright, Yagumi's family troubles. Oof! No. Push the envelope of family values, but the spin-off video is a low-budget effort aimed at exploiting the manga fan base. Weird. They call it low effort to exploit the fan base, but like... But this synopsis is pretty funny. Okay, let me read the third edition just to see if there's anything different. Yagumi's mother looks as if she's just 16 and is as cute as anything. Despite finding this embarrassing, he can't help lusting after her in a combination of Oedipus and Lolita complexes. All of his classmates, and his teacher, and the local delinquent are in love with his mother, as well as fighting each other to prove over who loves her the most. They get together to plot ways of getting rid of their common enemy, Yagumi's father. Dad has problems of his own as the love object of a secretary in his office, but once his coworker discovers he has such a pretty young wife, she turns her affections instead to Yagami. No wonder the poor boy's confused. Things could hardly get worse when a new student who looks almost exactly like Yagumi's mother joins his class, and it's a boy. The 1986 Shonen Sunday manga pushed the envelope of family values. That's just really funny. It's a 3-minute OVA and then a 55-minute one. Oh, wow. So that's the cover. It was 7 volumes. Only had a 3-episode OVA, with Sadamitsu Shinya directed it. The director of Birth. And then it was a television drama. I don't know where they got this 55-minute spin-off, though. Apparently, at least it's not over here. But, like... Okay. That looks really funny. I just like the premise a lot. Why does he have Ippo's hair? Why does he have Hajime no Ippo's hair? No! That just sounds really funny. Like, really dumb and really funny. Ah! Oh, man. That's just really funny, though. Oh, shit. They're negative about it because it's Yagumi's family troubles, low, but actually I'll give it more dismissive. Low budget effort aimed at exploiting the manga fan base. What a weird way to put it. Exploiting the manga fan. You mean making something they'd be interested in? You know that Dragon Ball TV series? They're exploiting the manga fan base. Like, and they're exploiting it in the way that, like, because they're suckering them into buying it because it's an adaptation of the manga they like, but it's low budget. It's, like, not good. Is that why they're exploiting them? Oh. I got joined to Yoko because of the cover art and noped out quickly. Ah! From that poster, I wouldn't have guessed it was ecchi. That's so weird. Tuakamba Mama as precedent. Family stew. Does sound and look funny. I like the art style. The Ippo here is the sex symbol of the era. Nice laser disc cover. Yeah. Alright. Yaiba. 1993. Adapted from the first successful manga by Detective Conan creator Gosho Aoyama. Many similarities with its smarter younger brother, mixing action, drama, and humor. I did not know about this. Kenyu Densetsu Yaiba, 52 episode. The premise sounds kind of fun. Yeah, okay. Huh. 24 volumes. It ended in 1993, and then the anime ends in 94 after the manga ended. Yeah. I wonder if that's a full adaptation. I wonder if that's full. That sounds really great. That's really cool. I really like the premise though too. I'm definitely now interested in Yaiba. I love Kimetsu no Yaiba. Yeah. Yeah. Kunihiko Yuyama Gaming. It's Yuyama? Ya boy? Daichi episode director? It could be gas. Manga cover is very cute. Anime cover looks serious action. Yeah, the premise is more of like a battle shonen almost, sounding like. If I just put in Yaiba, I would have not gotten the results I wanted. The article, oh my god, no. This article is about the 1988 manga. For the unrelated 2016 manga, see Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. Oh no! Oh, that could be really gas if it ends up being, like, really good, but it's always confused for Kimetsu no Yaiba. Alright, I'll just Control F that then. Look at that! Wow! Wow, that really is just Conan, but Battle Shonen. Man, goodness. No, that's really cool, though. No. Holy crap. I bet it's not subbed. Can somebody check if it's subbed? I bet you it's not subbed, bro. Ain't no way. Can't tease me with a good time like that. I gotta actually not just put Yaiba, but fucking, because I'll just get the other thing. Kenyu Densetsu Yaiba. That's the results I get. Yeah. Battle Shonen Conan. Oh yeah. That's Future Boy Conan. Goku Conan. Does look sweet. Makes me think of Tsukigaki Ran a bit. Nice comparison. Yeah. Alright. Yamada's first time. Bigata HK. this show is a great rarity. An erotic comedy that allows a girl to be outgoing and openly, even aggressively interested in sex, without making her into a slut or punishing her for her normality. Based on a 4-panel comic strip, its characters and situations have the ring of authenticity and considerable charm. They liked it! Yay! Yay! I do have to watch Yamada's first time. I have heard good things, for sure. Great rarity. An erotic comedy that allows a girl to be interested in sex without making her into a slut. Characters and situations have the ring of authenticity and considerable charm. It has hard subs. I'll take it. Bigata HK is one of my favorite ecchi. I'm glad they were nice to it. Look at AB screenshots for Boomer Demon Slayer. Fuck you. You do a YouTube video of it's Demon Slayer for boomers. Like, if you did that, like, oh, that's kind of gas. That's kind of a good YouTube video, I'm not gonna lie. That would be really funny. Encyclopedia W moment. Oh yeah, that's been on the outer radar. Mm-hmm. Alright. Hiroyuki Yamaga. Alright. Pretty good. Eiichi Yamamoto. The seat low-key goat. Low-key goat right here. Because I mean, if you directed Belladonna of Sadness, you're a G, man. You're fucking hot. There's no a better way to say that, really. He passed away, I think very recently, unfortunately. Lol, do what you want. It's very tempting. It's very tempting. I absolutely want to, like, spend maybe even next year. I actually don't really have a plan for next year in terms of stuff I'm watching. Like, long-term or anything. So, I might actually commit to watching all of the titles I've listed in the encyclopedia that I'm now interested in, and see how they do. I might just do that. I might be interested. That'd be cool. Expand outwards, especially because, like, just to give variety to my list, because my list is so clout chasey. My list is so packed with, like, all the vital, necessary kind of titles and whatever. I'll take a break from that. Take a break. I feel like that'd be really cool. Anyway, Eiichi Yamamoto. He also directed Tragedy of Belladonna before leaving the troubled Mushi to work on Star Blazers. He left anime entirely in the late 1970s to work on the NTV series Wonderful World Travel, in the course of which he spent much time filming abroad. He returned to anime with Ocean And a number of video works, including The Sensualist. That's right, he also did The Sensualist. Holy fucking shit. Oh, I really need to see The Sensualist now. Which he scripted. He also worked as in an advisory capacity on Uratsuki Doji, and published a semi-fictionalized account of his days at Mushi, The Rise and Fall of Mushi Pro, which remains a major source of behind-the-scenes information on anime in the 60s. Right. Mad lad Chad. Keep an encyclopedia recommendation list in spite of their opinion. No, yeah, I have been. Here's the whole list. Let me go get it. Let me just hold on. Just a second. Oh. Oh. Is it? Oh! Oh, come on. Okay. Like that. Okay, yeah. A big article. Here it is. Titles I'm now interested in. It's a lot. A lot. It's quite a lot. I haven't even counted how many. And these are just the ones that I had heard of before, but from reading this article, reading their book, or just talking about it on stream, made me more interested in watching them. Not as many. Some pretty good like that. But these are just all ones I had never heard of before, and I'm like, wow, I'm interested. Tons. Tons. Alright. Yeah. It seems like you found a lot of shows to be interested despite what they... Yeah, a lot of it was in spite of what they say. It was more of just like from having to read their entry. Very few of them were because they said something nice about it. Sometimes definitely. If they were really positive, and I was like, I've never heard about that. Good luck with that. Yeah. Well, to be fair, plenty of those are movies and short OVAs. So, but yeah, I would have to like go through them and be like, okay, that doesn't have subs. That doesn't even exist. Like, I can't even find that. So, oh well, right? There's probably a lot of those that'll just get knocked out because like I can't watch them. But I don't know how long some of those are. I don't know. Gotta go now. Look at seeing Weeproc. Alexander Senki is Rentaro. Yeah, and it has Dazaki direction in it, I believe. Or I think he worked on it. I just remember like Peter Chung talking about it, and he was like Dazaki something. I don't know. That's the way I treated 4chan for new shows. Mouse doll. Oh yeah. It'll be the paste bin in your video as a bonus. I was thinking, this might not happen. The setup that I've been figuring out or deciding on, it might just be running these random OVAs and like some of this footage, stuff that we found on YouTube and whatever. It'll probably just be like that running in the back as I'm talking. There's so much damn anime. Peter Chung was inspired by Cobra, I believe. Yeah, Cobra with particularly Dazaki's direction. His article about that is really great. That I talked about in one of my videos. The Ghibli, Disney's Mortal Sin, I believe is the name of the video. Would really be interested in seeing what you think about Mouse Doll. Oh yeah, that should be fun. That'd be neat. Yeah. Okay. More names, more people. Oh, okay. Sanai Yamamoto. Very early animator, early anime person. Like, and he assembled surviving animators to form Nippon Doga, which would then be merged into Toei to become Toei Animation. That's crazy. Okay. Yamamoto Yoko. Yohoko. Yoho. Gokigenyo. Oh my god. Yakumo Tatsu. I don't see it. Hold on. Hold on. Where am I now? Yamamoto Yoko. Where is Yakumo Tatsu? No results. What's going on? Karaki Fuzuchi. Okay, there we go. It's labeled an E. E. 8 Clouds Rising. Alright, do I have that as like a new entry in this one? Yeah, I do. I've already noted that. Okay, cool. Alright. Yamamoto Yoko. Yamato Takeru? What is this? Yamato kick. Oh, it's over here. Okay, fine. So Yamamoto Yoko is 1995? Is it not in the first book? Okay. Let's look in the back then. Jeez Louise. Sorayuke. Okay, let's look up Sorayuke. Sora. Sora. Yuke. Okay. Yeah. Sorayuke. Uchu Senkan Yamamoto Yoko. Sorayuke. Uchu Senkan Yamamoto. Yep, 377. Okay. 377. Starship Girl Yamamoto Yoko. Okay. So. Did I have that? Hold on. I don't know why I have this on my knee. I'm so lazy today. Yes, I have already that marked. Okay, cool. So I've already read that article. Alright, so Koji Yamamura. Still top 10 entry. Part of me always wants to push in top 5. Godo, try Starship. Yeah. Alright, Koji Yamamura. Mount Head, nominated for Best Short Animated Oscar. Yamamura's accolade would have made him one of the most famous figures in the anime world were it not for Spirited Away's Oscar win for Best Feature Animation the same year, news of which largely swamped his own quiet achievement. Okay. The fork bookmark. It's a spoon. Osamu Yama. Yeah, Osamu, yay! Yamasaki. Director of Takegami and Tokyo Revolution. Alright. Yamato Takeru. From 1994. Okay, fine. Nothing too much to say, though. Kazuo Yamazaki. Oh, I need to probably check the third, sorry. No, not really. Okay. They mentioned Urusei Yatsura, Maison Ikoku, and storyboarding Arno Gento-sama. Yamazaki, King of School, 1997. In a ripoff of the earlier Crayon Shin-chan. A bratty 6-year-old declares himself the king of the school. In a ripoff of the earlier Crayon Shin-chan, this adaptation of Manabu Kashimoto's manga from Koro Koro features kleptomania, disobedience, and fighting. Very cool. I don't know. How like centered on the school is it versus his home life, you know? There's very, very little about that though. That is all that is literally all. I guess they sure is just off. Yeah, it's off. That means I wouldn't, it's not even censored or whatever. Very, very little about that title. Damn. Okay. XY like Pokemon? Yeah. That season didn't come out, and actually it did. It started in 2013, so technically it did come out by the time the third edition was out. Also, did they say see Xenosaga? They're okay. They're cooking. They gotta cook. This seems nothing like Shin-chan. Yeah. Does Shinohara have those weird lips? I think not. Yeah, exactly. They just see shitty child and they think, ah, Shin-chan off. So annoying. I just need to find something interesting to say about it, or find a way to link it to another series. Alright. Yanbo, Ninbo, and Tombo. 1995. Okay. That's, yeah, another short article. All right. Not much to that one. It's an anime adaptation of a 50s radio drama. Yankee Ride Like the Wind. You misspelled crayon. 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 Okay. Ride Like the Wind. 1989. Lackluster latecomer to the genre, typified by biker bombers of shonen. Okay. Lackluster latecomer to genre, typified by Shobaku. Crayon. No change. Yoshikazu Yasuhiko. It's Yas. Hey, hold on. Ideally placing him to work as a director and character designer on that studio's output, most notably as a defining character designer in the Gundam and Dirty Pair series. He did like official like artwork for them, but he's not the character designer on Dirty Pair, is he? Is he? He might be. Hold on. They don't even have him listed as character designer in their own article. They don't even have him listed there. Like, yeah, he did do the character designs for the covers, for like the novels, the novel series. It was illustrated by him. But that's a little misconstruing. And then he says his other works in anime include. It just makes you think that they're talking about the Dirty Pair anime, and he didn't have anything to do with it. Apparently. Also known as Yas, the name with which he signs his artwork. Canon! Yas! It's Yas! Yeah, alright. Yasuji Pornorama. Yasuji's Pornorama. It's porn, but it's 1971 porn. Though produced by TV Tokyo, these cartoon erotica were too hot for television and screened instead in theaters. With the failure of Cleopatra, anime pornography would disappear for a generation after this, until straight-to-video releases made Lolita anime possible. Yeah, objectionable content, pornography. It is absolutely pornography. And there actually is a theme of harem in this one. Do it! Yachimae! I'm just trying to find the studio behind this. Yasuji Tanioka? Yasuji's Peno. It's his name. That's crazy. Hold on, let me I'm gonna search more visuals for it, but obviously don't want to show it on stream. Huh. It's crazy, I've never heard of this. I didn't know that Anime Man actually made a video of saying every anime ever in alphabetical order. I forgot he did that. At first I was like, I don't think I realized that he did it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah, that makes sense that he did that. That's crazy. How I've never heard of that. It's not really porn. When you watch it, it's clear that it's not meant to be titillating. It's more of a very crude sex comedy. It's a ultra wide too, on an archive. Blues lost media until 2020. Really? Wow. Yeah, that's around the time I watched it. That's incredible. I'll definitely say I'm interested. All right. Yat budget space tours. What a weird title. Cute, colorful slapstick SF show created by Shinji Nishikawa was a departure for NHK's educational division. Something the anime industry itself should have learned from was a stroboscopic sequence in the final episode, which produced fainting and convulsions in some viewers in March 1997. 9 months later, a similar sequence in Pokemon would make international headlines. Holy shit. But that does sound really funny. This sounds really zany and funny. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This looks like fun. Hold on. This looks like fun. Okay, let me describe this. 1996. The Yamamoto Anshin Travel Company's latest luxury space tour hits an unexpected setback when the ship warps into an unknown part of space, ruled by a race of fish-like humanoids called the Ganon, who don't like their visitors. Luxury is a misnomer. The ship is a pile of junk. The captain is fat and grumpy, and with the exception of the stewardess, his daughter Katsura, and the boy who's crazy about her, most of the crew are robots or aliens, and all of them are weird. Beset by pretty shark boys out for their blood, with restless passengers and the normally quiet Katsura ready to bash someone with her monkey wrench, how will our gang of misfits get their passengers home? To make matters worse, they've got a stowaway. Squirrel girl Marin, who can turn herself into a little pink ball, but doesn't seem to have many other useful survival skills. Yeah. That seems like fun. That's cute. That just seems like a good time. Why is it called Yacht Budget? I don't know. But I definitely think that was funny and interesting. There's nothing else quite like it I can think of. Oh, I know this one. Yeah, that's 75 episodes, too. Group tack? Say less. All right. Yato Kame Tante Dan. Show's currently being fan subbed 20 as of last month. Nice. Yat budget reminds me of yak deculture. Yeah. Yeah. Damn. Okay. All right, that's my Tate down from 2007. Also, sorry, they do say it was cute, so I'll give it a positive. Yacht, budget, space, tours. I don't know. Sorry. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. We call it cute, colorful, slapstick SF show. And then this one is the charming cross-generational concept with a strong regional focus seems like ideal family viewing. However, only 14 of the planned 26 episodes were completed and broadcast, announcing in a TV interview that the anime had been censored. Backgrounds, incidentally, were provided by the Beijing Golden Pinisters animation company, which now has work on over 30 Japanese titles. That's interesting. Yeah. Tokame Tante Dan. This is interesting. A 74-year-old lady who runs a candy store in downtown Nagoya is the center of a group of senior citizens and neighborhood children who investigate local mysteries and crimes. That's kind of fun. Okay, wow. Stupid ad. You know, that's kind of neat. And only 14 of them actually got subbed or got released at all. That's a cool visual. Yo, hold on. Hey, yo. Oh, it's Hakame to Mikochi. God damn it. I'm smelling lost media, not gonna lie. Okay, it seems available of sorts. Kind of. Yeah. Does that count? Is this actually part of the... No, let's see. Yeah, oh, God. Boy, I know how to pick them. Ah! Okay. Up. Okay, we're back. All right. My stupid mic got unplugged. It does that. Unplugs, replugs for whatever reason. I stumbled across Hai Gekiga Ukiyo-e Senyaichi. On Mal, description said it was made in the wake of success of 1001 Nights. It's on AB. Oh, okay, cool. Gekiga Ukiyo-e. No results for Gekiga. Can you please? What do I gotta do? One sec. Okay. Okay. Whew. All right. Anyway, I'll put that on there as well. I'm also interested in that. Okay. Yawara from 1989. I haven't really been reading any of them out loud recently. Teenage judo genius Yawara Inokuma, who shares the surname of the gold medalist from the 1960 Tokyo Olympics, wants to get to the Barcelona Olympics and fulfill her grandfather Jigoro's dream of making her a judo champion under his coaching. But she also wants a life of her own outside of training schedules and competitions. Her best friend, the plain Fujiko, also strives hard to be a top-class sportswoman. Yawara attracts two suitors, playboy Kasamatsuri and young sports reporter Matsuda. With them comes rivals to create anime love polygons. Matsuda is also desired by the buxom photographer Kuniko, while rich bitch judoist Sayaka sees herself as the perfect companion to Kasamatsuri. To make matters even more complicated, Sayaka's trainer is Yawara's own estranged father, Kojiro, determined that his daughter is toughened by a truly worthy opponent. Based on 1986's manga in big comic spirits by Master Keaton creator Naoki Urasawa, Yawara is one of the better successors to Aim for the Ace, always ready to lay sports aside for more human interest drama. Her love for her crusty old grandfather is equal to her determination to go to school, have fun with her friends, and maybe even fall in love. This is the main cause of conflict in both manga and anime. The first season ends in true sports anime style with... Thanks. Cool. Yeah, spoiling that. Really cool. Wow. The series was a hit with more than just the female audience. Life imitated art as it drew to a close with Tokita's movie Wiggle Your Hips, shown on a double bill with the Ramo and Half feature Nihao My Concubine. As the anime Yawara went off to the Barcelona Olympics in 1992, 16-year-old real-life judoist Ryoko Tamura won a silver medal at the actual Barcelona Games. It was immediately christened Yawara-chan by the Japanese media. 4 years later, the series was revived for a feature-length TV special in which Yawara defeated... Sounds like they kind of spoil that as well. The real-life Tamura dutifully obliged by winning another silver at the real-life Atlanta Olympics. 4 more years later, Tamura finally won gold in Sydney, wearing the fictional Yawara's trademark yellow ribbon in her hair. For other judo-related struggles, see Sanshiro Sugata. That's nice that they included the real-life component. That is really neat. Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't put their, Yeah, of course, MPAs, yeah. No change otherwise. Alright. Pretty good article. Yawarakane. This children's comedy show is remarkable for the dedication of voice actor Miyuki Sawashiro, who plays every character, male, female, human, and non-human. Yeah, that's literally, but that, like, Manga Sekai. This is 26 2-minute episodes. Alright. I'll give it an on. It's not a big deal. I don't know shit. Whatever. The Yearling. 1983. The Yearling was Osumi's last anime directing job. He left to work in the theater. And they do add more to this article. European releases in 1990s. Released in several European languages during the 1990s, we believe that a drastic edit of this show may have surfaced in America on a single VHS under the title Country Hearts. However, the series occupies a notable but largely unnoticed place in the history of gaming and digital animation, since its second episode was entirely composited inside a computer despite appearing on the surface to be standard 2D cell work. It was hence an experiment and harbinger of the way that almost all anime would be made a decade later. Added potential drastic edit in US. Added notable advance in digital animation. Episode 2 was composited in computer. I would be interested, definitely. It's a 52 episode show, and episode 2 was entirely comprised in that. That would be interesting to compare and contrast, I think. Oh yeah, I think that was in an Anime Everyday video. Really? Which one? I would love to see that. They just straight up talk about the Yearling though? Like, actually, this I'm subscribed to this. Apparently, it has been uploaded. The series is being uploaded online. So that's episode 1, but I wonder who episode 2 is. Oh, there's that. Yeah, there's those two guys who did the sticks. Right. That's their name. Yeah. Sorry, I'm on YouTube. Let me see the playlists. They've been uploading a lot. They'll probably get taken down eventually. Oh man. Trying to look for the Yearling. Evening, Victor. It might have been a CG history video. He only mentions it though. What are the wildest thing they've said so far? not really much of anything. It's been very quiet. The one thing was like this one in the voice acting article. They just said players of the actor game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon will be disappointed to hear that although he voiced Balto, he has never appeared in anime. However, he did co-star with Kiefer Sutherland in Flatliners, which should help. What? So that was the only weird thing, but actually this has been completely normal. Like, absolutely nothing weird. Right now I'm looking for the yearling. They have straight up uploaded so much shit. It's crazy. I don't think it's on here. I must have passed it. Let me just do yearling, I guess. Yeah, it's searchable as that. Yearling. All right. Okay, so that's the OP. You can probably contrast it with the OP and otherwise. So like this is all the OP. This is the OP. Okay. There might be a shot at some point, but like this just does not look any different at all. Maybe you could, maybe because of the, see the refractions kind of happening here? Maybe that's it. But this is the year 1983. Really early. I mean, you have Gogo 13 Professional at least, but like, if they were to, you know, they're saying they, it was an entire episode? This looks absolutely nothing different. This is just crazy, just how much, like, it's 52 episodes of this. No cell shadows. Goaty. Oh, thank you, P. That could, yeah, look at the rainbowing on that, but I don't know if that's just the negative or something. There's, hold on. I don't know, that right there. But then, like, okay, well, let's compare it with the first episode. Oof. I don't know. I really don't see a difference. Maybe because it's a little lighter? I don't know. I really can't. There's some kind of... Look at that. Like the bleeding a little bit? Maybe. But why only the second episode and not every subsequent episode after that? I don't know. Interesting, though. Cool they brought that up. Alright. Yin, Yang, Master. How do you skip ahead 5 seconds like that? Oh, on YouTube, you just are clicking on the video, and you have the arrow keys left and right. As long as you're like clicked on the video, so like you're just hold on. You can make sure you're just clicking on the video first. You're not just like clicked off of it like over here. But actually, you probably can't even after that. You just click on it. You're on the page. And you can even pause it with the space bar and use the carrots, left and right caret, to go frame by frame. You notice how the water on the moon bridge there is slowly going frame by frame? You can actually go frame by frame with that. Yeah. I'll see if I can find the video. The video is when anime went digital. Oh, okay. Alright. Yin Yang Master from 2003. Arrow keys or carrots, yeah. Okay. Seems like porn. Yin Yang Mistress. Is Yin Yang Master anything like Yin Yang Yo? Raj. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's what I was like. That sounds familiar. What the hell? Is he talking? What is it again? And it's like, oh yeah, it's good old Disney actually. I actually wouldn't have pegged it as Disney actually. Whatever. Pretty neat. Just tested on this live stream and it works. Yeah. And not nearly as racist. No, you never know. From 2009, Yin Yang Mistress. Can the others save the day? Can they awaken the spirit of the great Yin Yang magician Abe no Seimei? Or will tentacle porn take over the world? Sometimes we think it already has. Little snide thing, but okay. I think it's actually pretty. Whatever. I'm over it. Yin Yang War. 2004. They say in the matter of Digimon, because they summon their own monsters with he's combating a number of other kids who use devices and signals to summon their own monsters. Cool. 3 volumes. 52 episodes! Holy crap. With a PS2, 3 video games. God damn. All right. Yoshomei Museum line. 2006. Beautiful presentation of the paintings of renowned Japanese artist Yo. They're pleasant about it. beautiful presentation of the paintings of renowned artist Yo. Excellent for relaxation. Very pleasant addition to Ganime line. That makes me interested for sure. Okay, here we are finally at Yoiko. I don't think Bob's still here, but the agenda of this late night series is hinted at by the title's wordplay. Fuka Esumi is just a little girl at elementary school, but her body is that of a grown woman. This gets her into all kinds of problematic situations that a little girl her age isn't equipped to handle. Same old, see Cream Lemon, gets new faces, gets new names, faces, and clothes. This anime incongruously mixes childish schoolroom gags with prurient nudity. Prurient? Having or encouraging an excessive interest in sexual matters. Yeah. Dismissive. Same old. Gets new names, faces, and clothes. Bob is here. Hello. Yeah. Oh, that is Yoiko. Yeah. I definitely wouldn't have I was gonna say pegged again. Maybe not a great word to use in this context. John Obliger of Anime Nation called the series a Golden Boy-styled ribald comedy. Obliger also considered it one of the earliest true fan service anime television series? 98? But he commented that unlike contemporary fan service anime, Yoiko's nudity and sex gags were innocent and humorous, circumstantial rather than provocative like today's fan service. Who the hell? Okay. You know, all right. I'm halfway listening while listening to 50-hour audiobook. Oh, fair. Strapped for synonyms, huh? Yes. Yeah, but yeah, no. Like I said, I wouldn't have anticipated that based on the cover art looking like pretty innocent and like kind of nice looking. But okay. Unlike other ecchi. Does Machiko Sensei not count? I don't know. They cite Ask John, what are the best vintage fan service anime? This is a web archive on Anime Nation. Let's see if it comes up. It's still loading. Yeah, the cover looks really chill. Oh, God. Ask John, one of the best vintage... Oh, boy. Discotheque License rescues Tekkamon Blade 2! What are the best fan service anime from 70s to the 90s? Answer. It's ironic to realize that in the modern era of explicit sexually provocative TV anime like Girls Bravo... I'm just gonna read it silently and you guys can read it yourselves. Actually, a relatively recent evolution. largely thanks to the famous Gynax jiggle from '88's Gunbuster OVA. Gotta be kidding me! Contemporary sexually gratuitous nudity in TV anime didn't appear until Hanayuko Maidtai. Okay, he's making a difference between nudity and sexually gratuitous nudity. Yeah, so we mentioned Sen and Brack. The 60s and 70s were a very conservative era. Cutie honey. The nudity in Cutie Honey is as tame as transformation sequences in modern for pre-adolescent girls. Is Sen the Hoshi disguising herself as a man? I didn't think she did. Maybe the first anime to prominently characterize itself as a panty-flashing anime. But by today's standards, it's quaint and tame. Itadaki Man included scenes of conscious fan service. Is he going to mention how Space Battleship Yamato had a skirt-flipping robot? Were considered erotic, true pornographic didn't emerge until Lolita and Cream Lemon. Practically speaking, graphic sex wasn't introduced until '84. D, Fandora, Dirty Parrots are one. None of these titles are fan service due to excessive nudity. And I can't believe he hasn't mentioned her. Is he going to mention Urusei Yatsura? '89's late night TV show Midnight Anime Lemon Angel may be the first anime consciously designed as risque titillation for television broadcast. He keeps giving excuses by today's standards. It's whatever. Like, come on. Because it's so modest. '89's 3-episode Konai Shase OVA series may be the era's best fan service anime thanks to its extremely risque but not explicit humor. The involvement of luminary staffers. It's included from TV anime. He's making such these big fucking claims, man. Plastic Little OVA can be directly traced back as a progenitor of modern fan service. Like, I hate when people make these giant fucking claims. Maze included nudity and plenty of risque humor, but it wasn't a fan service in the contemporary sense. What does that mean? Ugh, he's like splitting hairs. Like, actually. What is the use of this? I guess the only fan service anime of the era that holds its own against contemporary descendants. God, is really the stuff from the 2000s really that raunchy? Like, I'm surprised. Now here he is. Here's Yoiko from '88, maybe one of the earliest true fan service TV series because it was filled with nudity and sex jokes. Also feels very different because we're innocent and humorous. Ugh. Innocent and humorous, circumstantial rather than provocative. How do you discern that? How do you discern that? Because like so much of like to quote unquote today's fan service is also circumstantial. Girl trips. Oops, like that's just how it is. What does he mean? Ugh. But oh my god, fucking colorful literally around panty states and sex acts, but no nudity though. I'm shocked. Oh no, I know, and this one's meant for laughs, not titillation. Oh yeah, like what? From 2000s fan service, like God. We now think of anime with in which attractive nude girls are sexually enticing. Anime like that, especially for television broadcast, just didn't exist prior to 2001. And like he just stops here, and now that it's like, I understand the question was like only from 70s to 90s, but like, I don't know. This was, this is just frustrating. Certainly it included fan service, but non-pornographic anime that existed primarily or predominantly for the purpose of delivering TNA to eager viewers practically didn't exist before the 2000s. Oh my god. I feel like he's, I don't know, I feel like he's bluffing. An early Omori Takahiro work. Wow. Only the big boys get to have booba transformations. I'm not sure what is meant by contemporary sexually gratuitous. I don't see much difference. Pants and on is freaking hilarious. I'll stand by that. Panty shots began as a cute thing in the 60s anime and became something else over time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Actually, people are more prudish depending on what part of the community you're in. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. The few episodes of Girls Bravo I've seen feel pretty tame. I don't know. This comes off just listing titles and then being like, but this is too tame. And it's like, is Hanukkah May Team Tie really more risque than this? Well, because of old anime good, new anime bad. It definitely does. Hello, Fulham Man. That feeling when you realize that anime bloggers of yore were just as prone to making overly ambitious generalizations. Victor, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, we all do that. We do this now. People on Twitter do this now. People on TikTok do this now. All the time. It's a whole faux psychoanalysis bit, like that one fighting girl about how otaku was super horny, but not like Western superheroes in Disney. Yeah. So strange. And then one person just responded with, you left out the 90s OVA series Devil Hunter Yoko. Yeah. Anyway. Yokai Watch. The concept for this simple but well-executed sub-Pokemon show. I'm calling it dismissive. I don't care. Simple but well-executed sub-Pokemon show. They make a little stink about no one has ever hyphenated the word yokai before, but our title here reflects the insistence of the Japanese creators. Like, oh, you insist. Come on, guys. Yokohama shopping log. Beep, 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 ba-da. Beep, 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 ba-da. I still haven't seen the sequel to that. I still haven't seen the 2000s OVA. I've only seen the 90s one like 3 or 4 times. But they can't not mention. Yeah. There's a picture somewhere in this house of me standing to someone in a huge Jibanyan costume back when Yokai Watch was being commanded. Nice. I think it was huge in Japan, a bit more than subpar Pokemon. Mm-hmm. Though it's pretty understandable to me why it never took off in the States. I do remember Gara Po being the talk on the playground for a bit. Okay, this is either... I don't even really like where this is going. Hold on. But Yesterday Once More is actually supposed to... Where's Yesterday Once More? Homejiro said Z. Yeah. It'll be on Friday when we finish. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's not a new entry. Alright, so... Alright, hold on. Class Reunion. It's not a new title. And they've instead moved Class Reunion to to Class Reunion. Moved Yesterday Once More to Class Reunion. Hold on, I'm sorry. Okay. So they added the 2002. Added 2002. Sequel. And connection to 7 people in summer. Yeah, okay. And then there's Yoiko. No change. And now it's Yokohama shopping. This is either a sweet tale of a young girl's everyday life in a quiet suburb, or a mold-breaking sci-fi adventure in which an android searches for meaning in a world plagued by global warming. It's definitely only the latter. It's either a sweet tale of a young girl's everyday life in a quiet suburb. It's definitely not the former. I don't know why you would think it's the former. Alpha Haseno is a humanoid robot girl who lives in the countryside of a future Japan near what used to be Yokohama. Though Yokohama today is a big coastal city partly built on reclaimed marshland, in this future, much of Japan's urban infrastructure has been destroyed as global warming has put much of the world underwater. Her area is safe for the moment, but storms and floods are a constant threat. She runs a coffee shop, Cafe Alpha, in the absence of her owner, but she doesn't know where he is or when he will return. She's happy to wait, meanwhile serving coffee to the local characters. But in the course of her daily life and her shopping trip into Yokohama City, a trip that shows us how her world differs from ours, she meets other people, even another robot, and starts to wonder about her own life and purpose. The arrival of a parcel containing her creator's diary adds to the mystery. Based on the 1994 manga by Hitoshi Asunano in Afternoon Magazine. Snore! But fine, not awful, but come on. Damn, nothing to say about that one. Okay. Yokohama Thugs. I'm still trying to get to Yoni on a Penguin. 1993 Yokohama Thugs. Alright, short article. Yokohama's famous Katayama. 1992. Okay. Yoko Renbo, Immoral Mother, from 2009. Oh! Oh! Great. Oh. Meet the Taro Yokoyama. And let me read the chat. I was hoping they'd talk about Shigeru Mizuki. No. YKK Peak. I'd be beyond grateful if this was kept in Nabbit. That would be nice. Yokai just doesn't have the same cultural connotations. Mm-hmm. I'm just reading the chat, sorry. Okay. Reading about Mitsuteru Yokoyama. I didn't know he died in 2004. Damn. He is one of the most influential manga artists of the post-war era, fully deserving of consideration alongside Osamu Tezuka and Shotaro Ishinomori. Although his role specifically in anime is largely limited to that of the creator of a couple of important titles. You know, nobody ever brings up that his work on Sally the Witch is only, like, 2 volumes. I think it's less than that. I have the manga, I think. Let me just put this in. I don't want to ruin it. Or maybe I had Hayden download it, I think. I think that might have been it. Alright, never mind. I am a bit bothered. I only recently found out the whole giant Robo OBA backstory was misinfo. Yeah. About Imago not having the rights. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 60s anime really know how to stretch a concept. Yeah. Okay. Yoma. Curse of the Undead. 1988. This seems to spoil the whole thing. Elegant and chilling story, much subtler than the blockbuster Tsuki Doji. Yoma, Curse of the Undead. Recount entire thing. Checking the 3rd edition. Curse of the Undead. Chill, elegant and chilling story. Much subtler than blockbuster Urotsuki Doji. 2 40-minute episodes. Directed by Takashi Anno. Script by Sho Ayakawa. Hey, you know who hasn't mentioned Sho Ayakawa in quite some time? Hey, you broke that habit pretty well. You broke that pretty good for one, man. I haven't heard you say that in a long time. That's interesting. It's a shoujo. It was published in Ribbon Original. 1 volume. And it is a 1989 anime, which means that Korb probably checked it out. I wonder what he thought of it. Yeah, this looks really good. Look at this. This is looking pretty good. Nice. And of course Bennett has an anime abandon on it. Ugh. Go away. Go away. Yoma. Curse of the Undead. I'm interested. Hello, Weird Proc. It's Blood Rain, yeah. OVA is pretty dark. You just see like a giant pile of corpses in the first 5 minutes. Ooh. This and Overfiend share the same writer. Maybe they do and they just didn't. That's why they made that connection. I don't know. Core thought it was boring. Remember we discussed it back when the vid released. Can't believe I'll be in the same town as him. Yeah. Interesting. Alright, that's fair though. Yona, Penguin. Last one, fellas. We made it. 2009. Uses similar materials to My Neighbor Totoro, a very small girl protagonist, secret worlds of childhood where myth and fantasy can walk in the same path as the mundane, flight as metaphor and motif, inventive visuals, a wonderful score, and an exquisite sense of pace and framing, is first and foremost a delightful film for children. In the hands of an intelligent filmmaker, Rintaro, let's fucking go! A delightful film for children can speak to many others. Nice! Delightful film for children that in the hands of an intelligent filmmaker. Rintaro. Yay! Adults will note many similarities to the work of director Rintaro's mentor Osamu Tezuka, especially in the use of vertical space and movement, the sense of enclosure and shadow as threat in prison, and the theme of the old and greedy perverting the boundless, unfocused energy of youth for their own ends. Transitions between the film's many levels are beautifully handled. We have a lot to say about this movie. The heroine's hometown, seen in darkness like the one in Gasaburo Sugi's Nyan Galactic Railroad, or Rintaro's Night Circus in Neo Tokyo, is packed with fantastical architecture and the potential for danger. Beautifully crafted, warmly humane, and generous to all its characters. It has courage to see the world at a child's eye level and move at a child's pace. It explicitly recognizes the real villain of every piece, the one all the guys in black hats stand in for, the gunman no one can outdraw. Acceptance is the secret of joy, not a passive. Rintaro's film, made from a child's perspective, tells us that acceptance is the secret of joy. Not a passive acceptance, but an open, dynamic response to the potential for good in every person, the possibilities in every situation, the magic at the heart of the world. That's such a great quote, and I wish they stuck with that in their own writing. So beautiful, like really nice indulgent prose from them. Um, and it's this sentiment that I wish was present in their own experiences with anime writ large. You know? It doesn't feel with how often they are dismissive and negative towards a lot of work that it feels that they are all that accepting. And I agree that acceptance is the secret of joy, you know? Once you kind of see something for what it is. I had nothing about this on my radar. The fact is that, of it being a 2009 film looks very different. I really like the visuals. I don't even think they really... It was Madhouse's first fully 3D CGI film? I'm pretty sure I did not learn that from the Encyclopedia. Let me read through that again. It's a big article. Did they mention fucking CG at all? Hold on. They mentioned the art direction and writing. Been screened. Beautiful crap. No, they don't mention the animation style at all. They don't. Nowhere in this article. Like, you can read the whole thing yourself. Feel free to read the whole thing yourself. They do not mention that it looks like this. That's really cool and exciting, but like, why don't you bring that up? Like, that seems... Do they even mention that it's a co-production of Japan and France? And that totally makes sense, because Rintaro has, like, a really close relationship with France. Holy crap, it just barely made even. It's probably, unsuccess at that point, but yeah. That is incredible. That's right. I remember seeing this visual in particular. That's really interesting. But, like, weird that they didn't even mention it. I'm reading the chat, sorry. Big L on misrepresentation. Honestly, looks good for CGI anime. Only able to take the coldest of trivia takes and missed a gold mine on one they actually like. It's not even trivia. That's like such an important milestone, you know? That's really significant. Because it's certainly, I imagine that's Rintaro's first experience with CG too. I could be wrong about that. I don't know. I could... But like, that's pretty damn important. that's another instance like Clan Ad, where they're so indulgent in their own writing and their own like love for this film that they're not properly describing it or giving you the information necessary to understand it. You know, it's like, this is nice. This is a nice article. You can read it yourself. I'm not reading it all out loud. It's kind of long. But you know what I mean? It's like, are you gonna... That's so strange. Didn't Rotaro use CGI? Yeah, he used CGI, but it was still a 2D animated film. It wasn't fully CG, which I think completely changes your relationship with storyboarding and what you can accomplish in a film. The way you shoot sequences and move things around. It's a totally different... It's literally a new dimension. Maybe it's not that different. Maybe I'm wrong. But, you know, it's still different. Like, yeah, he has used CG in that. Like, I'm sure X, the movie, had some CG in 99. But, like... Yeah, that's strange. Very strange. Well, we're not quite done. Teasy, teasy. Not quite there because I have one more. Actually, you know what? I will save it for next time. I can read wartime anime on October and have that be the last thematic entry to read, and then finish 29 articles of Y and 29 articles of Z, and we'll finish. That'll be it. Okay. Well, yes. That's it. Almost it. We have one more stream to finish this entire book. We literally have that many pages of the first edition. I'm on this page, so I have an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages of the entire book. And in the third edition, let's see how big that looks. Oh. About Yona? Yeah, I'm giving Yona Penguin that much left. This is all index and selected bibliography. That's everything we've read. Ooh, boy! That's it. Almost done. Nice. Cool stream. Thank you so much, Craps. Well, at least I got the end. It was a pretty uneventful stream, really. There wasn't too many, there wasn't really any, weird stuff. The most weird thing was that Yoni and the Penguin thing, I think. Man, the crap that I was trying to say was aware. Yeah. I have a whole book on wartime anime called Senjika no Otaku and Wartime. Wow, okay. See you next time. Maybe we'll keep on during Friday. Yeah. Sorry it took you so long to communicate. Alright. Yes. Friday is the big finale. We are finishing reading the Anime Encyclopedia. Holy shit. Alright. You guys are great. Oh, and also, those of you who weren't here at the beginning of the stream, I'm intending, after I finish on Friday, I'll continue to stream like once a week, probably. Like on Fridays, I think. I feel better on Fridays, I think. Just reading Anime History or McCarthy's Tezuka book. I was gonna say Tezuka video. But yeah, her Tezuka book. Just reading that on stream, not out loud, and not like taking any notes or anything like that, but just as an incentive for me to actually get through them and read them, so I can say that I have read their other books. Yeah. Anyway, you guys are great. Have a great week. I'll see you on Friday. Yeah, peace.